Good morning, savages. We're looking down in Florida, all this craziness with the tests and reporting incorrectly and 100% positive testing down there. I don't know. Got the numbers all fucked up. Some lady she's a scientist. She got fired for refusing to report the numbers the way they wanted. Yeah, there's some messed up corruption going on here. 100%. Where there's smoke, there's fire. There's no coincidences. Now, I was on CDC's website, and there's a couple things that it states if you test positive. For instance, if you test positive, doesn't mean that it's just one positive. It says that people test multiple times, so the numbers will not be the same as the people. Um, in order to get back to work in some places, you have to test negative twice in less than 24 hours. And some of these people are, like, let's say, testing 10 times. Getting 10 positives in a row, that's 10 to the list. Seriously, it's not just one because one person tests 10 times and you get one positive. It's 10 to the list. That's fact. I don't care what the fuck anyone says. Also, this one was harder to find on CDC's website, but it says if you test positive, you could very well have coronavirus. However, and I'm paraphrasing what it said, but get the gist of it, that you could also have one of the family of coronaviruses, such as the common cold. It says this on their website. This isn't made up bullshit. Because people try to challenge me, so where do you get your information from? I'm getting it right from the source. CDC says this. So the false positive information has to be true if the CDC is telling you if you test positive, you could have either corona or the cold. It's just simple facts. And I've seen people on Facebook, full-on leftists, that say the dumbest thing, like, well, they say dumb things all the time. But let's, for instance, say, I saw someone actually admit that this will all be over. This COVID shit I can't wait for November 3rd for this COVID shit to all be over. Do you hear what you're saying? Because this COVID shit isn't being spread by the Trump campaign, the right. It's being fermented by the mainstream media, pushing an agenda. So you just admitted as a leftist you can't wait for COVID to be over after Election Day. Because that's when it'll be over, right? When will this all be over? Oh, I don't know. November 4th. The next day. Everyone goes back to school, everyone goes back to work. People are just pushing a fucked up agenda here and not realizing the severity of what went on. I mean, people say it out loud, but do you realize the severity that generational owned businesses, people that built businesses through 3, 4, 5 generations, or even one, or even over the last 10 years, built businesses that were fucking decimated. I think 50% of privately owned businesses are destroyed. But yet, during this thing, you let Walmart stay open, big chain supermarkets, Amazon just delivered left and right. And you think that the general public that works these people aren't specialists that work at Walmart. They aren't specialists that work at Amazon. Just regular people that would work at Joe's fucking supermarket. But you couldn't leave Joe's open. Or whatever store it is. How'd you figure out who could be open, who could not? People lost their business, their life savings, everything. For what? The common cold? Now, I'm sure there's a version of this COVID-19, and there's a lot of speculation. It could be as powerful as it is, as dangerous as it is, just like the flu is as dangerous as it is. And we get these things every year, forever. Yet people go about their business. People that are compromised and don't want to get the flu or anything, they try to stay safe. Do you think that people that own these businesses or people in general, human beings, couldn't stay safe? Yeah, and then you want to push this mask thing now that is completely controversial because there's evidence that points in a direction that mask wearing, and it's been stated by so many people, scientists, doctors, etc. I don't care what you say. You can push it all the fuck you want, push it. You don't do shit. A fabric mask, this thing Do you say I'm allowed to wear? I'm allowed to wear this, right? Right? I used to go in and out of a store, give them a little respect. I don't want to wear this fucking thing. I won't wear it all fucking day. But you think that's safe? When it brings your breathing level to an unsafe level? You know the oxygen things you get in the hospital? They stick on your finger, test your oxygen level. It's supposed to be like 98, 99, whatever the fuck it is. A friend of mine has one. Put it on your finger. Put the mask on. Start breathing. What's the oxygen level reading? Around 80? That's fact, man. You think that's safe? Do you fucking think this is safe? What is the reason? I have a lot of suspicions. But what's the reason? So much out there that is just so wrong on so many levels. So many people misinformed, trying to inform other people on how to live. Where a guy with a mask, literally 2 days ago, guy with a mask, over here, right? Over here. Not covering his nose. This douche wagon wants to say to me, where's your mask? I said, motherfucker, you ain't even wearing yours right. Go fuck your mother. Nothing else to say, right? You know what? Me and a friend of mine had a conversation the other day. He's actually a rapper. I'm gonna leave a link to his YouTube channel. Very smart guy, man. Known him a long time. We had a long conversation about information, a couple other things, but just just hashing things out, trying to figure out the world. And we had agreed in the beginning of this thing, there is so much information coming at us at light speed that we can't even figure out what the fuck is going on. Now, I think that's intentional, because the way he put it is, back in the times of ancient Greece, ancient Rome, it would take you a lifetime to figure out what we could find in seconds with Google or anything else internet-wise, right? Then fast forward in, the 1500s, into the 1800s, even into the 1900s, early. You had books. So maybe it took you 10, 15 years with books to figure out what we could find out in seconds. You get into the radio age, television age. Maybe it took you about, I don't know, a couple days to find out what we could find out in seconds. So right now, fast forward to today, I go on Google to find almost anything out. Search around, figure some shit out, true or not, whatever the case is. I know where to search, but your information that is in your fucking head right now is so not what humans were meant to obtain in their head. There's too much going on up here, which leads people to the wrong conclusions in a lot of cases, which makes people stupid. Now, I can't say it makes people stupid, because I don't think people say stupid is a disease. That would imply that there's a cure. I think stupid is genetic. There's no fucking cure for stupid. If you're stupid, you're stuck. I fear for the future. I don't know what's going on because there is so much information twisted around. Because we're purposely being inundated with tons of bullshit on a daily basis. It's amazing that we can actually get through the day without fucking wanting to jump off a fucking bridge. Again, there's other stuff going on that's it's like they're trying to give you this, like this whole thing with Wayfair and the pedophilia, and there's been people that have cried from the rooftops that Hollywood is flush with fucking pedophiles. This guy Isaac, I watched the video, his last night or the night before, I watched a video from Isaac Cappy. He's an actor who came on and accused a lot of people of being pedophiles. Spielberg, Tom Hanks. Then sometime later, I don't know the timeline, but I know a month after you post that video, he died. He killed himself. He supposedly, the quote was, he forced himself off of a bridge into oncoming traffic and was hit by a car and killed. Okay. So I found this other video, and I'm going to try to leave a link for this because it keeps disappearing. He made this other video. It was like an hour and 20 some odd minutes that was live streamed. And it seemed like while he was making this video, someone else was in the room. He was beating around the bush so weird. It's so odd that the way he beat around the bush, said he was wrong. And he never mentioned what he said, but he kept saying how wrong he was. And he was so uncomfortable in his video. I watched this video. It was fucked up, man. I don't know why this thing is buried on YouTube. Buried somewhere. And it seemed forced. It was so weird. I mean, watch for yourself if you're interested. It is a long video. You can skip around through. There's some points in there that people say, hey, I hear footsteps. And he kept claiming no one else was in the room. Wow. It was fucked up, man. Look, I don't have any concrete evidence against anyone being a pedophile. I don't know shit. I just know what I hear. And where there's smoke, there's fire. Why do so many people point to these people? I mean, we got WikiLeaks about Podesta and shit like that. Clinton. This is a fucked up world. The amount of things, like I said before, are coming out at lightning speed, and we can't process this. Maybe this is a construct that they want. They want the confusion. They want us to fight with each other. They want us to notice and or create racist environments that didn't exist before. A lot of things to start the destruction of society. Maybe this Agenda 21, Agenda 2030 is in full swing at this point. I don't know. What the fuck do I know? Look, just keep aware. Do your own research, as always. Maybe you see what I see. Maybe you don't. If you don't see something, if you don't see the smoke, if you don't see the problem, if you don't see the misalignment of what's told to you and what actually is fact, maybe you are stupid. I don't want to call anyone who's watching this video stupid, but I'm saying if you don't see this, if you don't see this obvious, there's no conspiracy theory to this. There's not a conspiracy theory. There's facts that don't align with news, with what's reported, facts that just don't align. Things that are said, things that are proven, things that are a little weird. That you had fucking Mel Gibson calling out Hollywood as a whole bunch of pedophiles. Like, why would he say that? Why would this guy Isaac Cappy make that video and then die a month later? I don't know. Coincidence? Get the fuck out of here. Said this before. There's no such thing as coincidence in this country. Probably anywhere else for that matter. It's too easy to be a coincidence. Alright. As usual, another fun-filled video of bullshit. Enjoy your day. Try to be safe. Don't take anything I say as truth.